A hearty welcome once again. In the last session, we have thoroughly discussed about the rules of converting direct and indirect speech, especially in the case of questions. And I do hope that you have really cleared about the fact and the rules how we can try to convert the questions of different types from direct to indirect speech. In today's session, we are going to deal some more types of direct and indirect speeches. So here we are about to start with the exclamatory sentences and the imperative sentences. The rules with the help of proper examples for the better understanding of conversion and the transformation. Hope this video will be useful for you to understand the concepts and the rules in a very detailed way. Let's take a look at with the help of PowerPoint presentation. Hope you will like this. Here we start with direct and indirect speech, the transformation of imperative and exclamatory sentences with the rules and examples. Let's study. The first one, imperative sentences. So before the transformation of imperative sentences, we need to know what do imperative sentences mean. Take a look at the definition. The sentences with the request, command and advice are said to be imperative sentences. And now how we can try to convert it, such kind of sentences, from direct to indirect speech. Let's take a look at some rules with the example for better understanding. Rule number 1. The reporting verb is changed into order, command, advise, threaten, tell, ask, charge, urge, implore, and many more like that. So according to the sentence, is it a request or a command or advice, we need to change the reporting verb with the following words. That is the first rule you need to apply for the imperative sentences. Next rule, the verb of the reported speech is changed into an infinitive. So here there is no conjunction required, but the verb in the reported speech has to be fit into the structure, that is 2 plus verb. It is called as an infinitive. These are the two important rules we need to focus on. Third rule says, if the reported speech is negative, the word not is placed before the infinitive. And this one we shall discuss with the help of example, so you will clear your ideas. Fourth and the last rule regarding the changes of imperative sentences, that is the tense, pronouns and the words denoting nearness has to be changed according to the rules applicable for all the types of direct and indirect. So like questions, in this case also you need to make some minor changes, and that changes you need to study well. So here Now we can study with the help of examples, and that will clear you all your doubts. Look at the examples one by one. First, the direct speech. Punish the culprit, said the captain. Here, said is a reporting verb. While converting in indirect speech, we need to following changes. The captain ordered them to punish the culprit. So here ordered is a reporting verb and to punish is an infinitive in reported verb. Second example, the doctor said to the patient, give up smoking. As you look at to the sentence, it is a form of advice. So in the reporting verb, we have used advice. The doctor advised the patient to give up smoking. And the last sentence with the negative. I said to him, don't worry about me. Said to becomes told. I told him, cut the word do, not as it negative, remains not, use before the infinitive. And rest of the changes, if necessary, has to be done accordingly. So the answer is, I told him not to worry about me. This is what some sort of changes you need to follow in the conversion of imperative sentences from direct to indirect speech. Any doubts regarding this can be asked by using the school app or in the comment section. Your doubts are always. Next category of sentence, that is sentences with exclamation and wishes. These are also called by the name optative. Let's try to understand the rules before converting it into indirect speech. First rule, the reporting verb in the exclamation and wishes sentences needs to be changed into wish, bless, pray, cry, or such other words. There is a long list, or we can try to replace these reporting verbs by using the phrases such as with regret, with sorrow, with delight. After changing the reporting verb, we need to use here conjunction that before linking it to the reported speech. Make sure that that is a conjunction we have used previously for the statements, and now we are using the same conjunction in exclamation. So you need to have an idea about which type of conjunctions we have to use. Next rule says the interjection and the exclamation such as hooray, oh, alas, bravo, such kind of words has to be omitted in indirect speech. But while omitting, you need to think that the sense of that sentence has to be conveyed through using varieties of adverbs and adverbial phrases. The fourth and the important point, that is all the exclamatory sentences need to be converted in assertive or declarative sentences. And this case is applicable not only for exclamatory sentence, it is applicable for the questions too. In the previous video, we had discussed about it. And the last rule, as usual, make some changes in tenses, pronouns and the words denoting the nearness. So possibly all the changes has to be done and some minor changes has to be applicable according to the type of sentence. So here the same we will just try to understand with the help of various examples. Look at the first example. In direct speech, we are discussing about exclamatory sentences. First, what a lovely dress, she said. So here, reporting verb we have used remarked. After that, we have to use conjunction that. But make sure that the words expressing exclamations has to be omitted and the remaining part has to be converted in simple sentence. So here the answer is, she remarked that it was a lovely dress. Look at that. The sense of the sentence has not been changed while converting, but we have made it to the simple sentence. For better understanding, look at the next example. She said, how ugly I looked in this dress. Now this is having a lots of exclamation, a happy or a bad or a sad exclaims. So here the answer is, she exclaimed that she looked very ugly in that dress. This dress becomes that dress. So all the changes has to be done accordingly. And the last sentence, she said, would that I could relive my past. So here she wished something to do, that is, she could relive her past. My past become her past, conjunction that, and as it is wish, we have used a reporting verb as wished. So these are the changes you need to follow on while converting the exclamation and the imperative sentences. So that is the end of all top types of sentences, basically converting from direct to indirect speech given in your textbook. So mostly I do hope and believe that all the rules from all the sections and the videos are clear about you and you are doubtless. If you feel any kind of a doubts, you can always ask and clarify the doubt before the problems or the exams. Thanks a lot for watching, and I do hope these all sessions were quite helpful for you to understand the concept in a clear and the better way. We shall come with the new chapter next session too. Till then, take care of yourself and see you soon. Thank you very much.